Hey guys, Guinea Pig 101 today. Today I'm going to be going over things to think about and things that you're going to need to get to prepare yourself um, for getting your new guinea pig, whether it's getting your first one or first two, however many you're going to get, um, or whether you're getting one to bring home like into like your like little family of guinea pigs. um, like trying to like bond them together or whatever, however you're bringing one home. Um, Usually this is for like people that are thinking about getting guinea pig, like their first guinea pig. So first thing you want to think about is money. Well, it's one of the first things, not the most important thing. Well, it's kind of like the one of the top five things you need to think about. Like, will you have enough money to like every so often get their food, get their vitamin C supplement, get them more bedding, whether it's fleece or actual bedding. Um, if they chew water bottles, if you're gonna have enough money to keep replacing water bottles, if that really anything. You really got to think money for treats, money for toys, the hideaway spot that you give them. You can use like homemade things for that. Like you use a box, but still you really got to think about money. Money is an important thing. Another important thing is um, where you're going to put them in your house. You got to think of a good room to put them in, where they're not going to be bothered by another pet in the house. I have dogs, so I keep mine in my room, and I just don't let the dogs in my room. Well, actually, my one dog, I let her in my room because um, my cage is high up off the floor, and all my dogs are small, so I don't really have a problem with that. She doesn't bother them, they don't bother her. Um, but then again, they are kind of used to each other being around. But you don't ever want to expose them to each other. Um, Also, you don't want to put them in a high active area, like in your living room where everyone's gonna be walking around, and like if there's an argument, you're gonna be like yelling and being loud. It's gonna scare them and make them like skittish. And if someone like knocks on the door and it rings the doorbell, that could be scary for them, depending on like other circumstances. And then you also want to think about if you've got time to take care of them. Like if you wake up in the morning, that's when I feed my guinea pigs. I wake up in the morning and I'll feed them and give them their fresh water, hay, give them a treat sometimes. Um, but yeah, definitely think about time. If you've got time to take care of them, if you've got time to let them get used to you, stick your hand in the cage, let them get used to your smile so they know that you're their owner, that they don't have to be scared of you, and things like that. Handling, you gotta have time to let them get used to you handling them, but you do want to take things slow for handling. Um, Also, if you are going to go on a vacation, I have gone on, it wasn't really a vacation, but I left for 3 or 4 days. I had my dad take care of them for me. I could trust him, but you definitely want to have a trustworthy person to take care of your guinea pigs while you're gone, and that you know will not try like handling them and picking them up and like being like mean to them or something. Um, but that that they know how to feed them, they know how much to give them of their hay, that they know to give them their vitamin C every day. That's basically it for that. Then um, if depending on where you're going to get your guinea pig, whether it's from a store or a shelter or another person, like if someone has an ad up that someone's got like baby guinea pigs that they're ready to get rid of, You could do that. Um, I got mine from PetSmart. Always want to pick the healthiest looking ones that get used to you, things like that. Um, Also, you want to think of a list here. Um, their diet. When you're feeding your guinea pigs, you want to pay attention to how much they're eating, what they eat more of. Like if you have treats in the cage most of the time, or if you have those types of treats that'll last a few days, I'll have that in my cage most of the time. And then you really got to think about, do they eat this? Do they not like this? Do they really like that? Try out different hays. There's, I'm not sure how many, like 2 or 3 different types of hays you can give them, like for daily food. Timothy hay, that's the one I use. Then also, how often you're going to give them treats. Not too often, but not like every month. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that they keep going with the treats. Use them as like rewards for, like if you're doing taming, things like that. Um, their nutrition. You want to make sure that you're always looking at them, checking them out every time you walk by the cage. Make sure that they look pretty healthy. Always make sure that they're eating, because if they're sitting in their like little hideaway house that you give them, if they sit in there and sleep all day, then that's a good sign that they could be sick. Always look at their water bottle, see how much they're drinking. If you notice they're not drinking much, then you definitely want to look into that. Check their water bottles, make sure that they can actually get water out. Make sure that if you have the drops that go in the water, make sure that they are drinking the water. Make sure that you're paying attention to how much they're eating. Just make sure that they're healthy all around in all areas. Um, for the cage, what you're going to want to do is, CNC cages are like the best you can get, basically. They are expensive, so if you don't want to pay like the like hundred something dollars it is for a good one, for a good big one, good sized one for many guinea pigs you can put in, um, you definitely want to like check it out and stuff first, or you can do what I did and have someone make a cage for you. I actually had my dad, he was really helpful. He made a wooden cage for me. It is actually waterproof on the bottom. There's newspaper and then the bedding, so they can't get to the bottom at all. Um, it's pretty much the same size as a CNC cage. The sides of it are tall enough. Air gets in there good. They got light and everything. It's a pretty good cage. You definitely want to make sure you have room for your cage, so your cage isn't like packed tight in the corner. Mine is in a corner, but like you know, it's spacey and roomy. Um, and then for bedding, you definitely want to try out different types of bedding, but stay away from wood bedding, like wood shavings. People may say that they're good, but they're really not. Yes, it's cheap, but it's really not good. Fleece, I used fleece for kind of a while, maybe for a few weeks, but then I stopped using it because my guinea pig, I don't have a litter box for my guinea pigs, so my one guinea pig, when I had him, he was the only one that I used fleece with. Actually, I actually used fleece for both of them at one point. I noticed when they would poop, they would step in their poop and it would get matted onto the fleece, so it was much harder to clean when I had to wash it. And then actual regular bedding, like, I'm not sure like other types of bedding, but like, I have Katie Clean and Cozy expanding bedding. I'm not quite sure what it's made out of, but it's dust free and it's like one of the best bedding that I've used so far. So just take it, throw it out after like a week or so. Um, yeah, basically, definitely try out different types of beddings. Um, for their hideaway spots, they're hidey houses. You can use a cardboard box and cut a hole in it, or a few holes if you want. Those I don't recommend because I was using boxes since I got my guinea pig because I didn't want to buy the like igloos that you get like PetSmart or other pet stores. Um, so I would notice that when the guinea pig pees inside their house, um, it would soil the box, so the bottom of the box would start getting flimsy and start falling apart. So I have to keep replacing the box. It's a good thing, but you know, you don't have to pay for boxes, but it was still kind of a pain to keep throwing them out and changing them all the time. With the igloo hidey houses I have, they're pretty easy to use. They're not a pain or anything. Um, yeah, so um, for their vitamin C supplement, there are little like pill tablets that you put in the food. Leave it there and they'll eat it. I didn't really want to try that because I don't think my guinea pigs would eat them. I'm not sure, but I didn't really want to try that. So I got the water drops that you put in their water. Some people say not to use them, but I find they work very good. People say that you gotta rinse the water bottle out all the time, but I just rinse it out anyway. Every time I change the water, I rinse it out good and make sure it's okay. But yeah, every day, vitamin C. Um, and for the chew toys, wooden things, I have an apple tree in my backyard. I don't believe anyone treats it with any pesticides or anything to keep the bugs off. So if you've got an apple tree or type of fruit tree in your backyard or front yard, and it's not treated with any harmful chemicals or anything, it's just there for when fruit grows on it, you can cut branches and twigs off of that and put it in the cage, and I did that with my guinea pig. He chews on it once in a while because it kind of gets tossed around the cage, so he doesn't notice it much, but he does chew on it. Or you can just buy those little things from like PetSmart, or probably find things in other places you could use. For treats, small little treats work good because you can. I have treats that you can give my. I give my guinea pigs every day because you can with the treats I have. Other treats are like weekly or like every few weeks. But yeah, that's about it. So things to think about. Um, Money, place to put them. If you got time to take care of them, if you got someone trustworthy to watch them while you're gone, make sure that they've always got hay, make sure you pick out your type of hay, um, careful when choosing their diet, make sure that they're always healthy, nutrition, make sure that it's a good place, that where you're getting your guinea pig is a good place to get them. If you can find online somewhere where there's reviews, look at the reviews on the guinea pigs. Um, Bedding, try different beddings, cage, make sure you got the cage when you bring them home because you don't want to keep them in that little tiny box when you bring them home. Treats every now and then, every day, treats, try out different things. If your pet doesn't like it, just don't stop using it. Hideaway house, plastic is best. They may chew on it, but you can, plastic lasts much longer than boxes. Chew toys, yeah, hay, vitamin C, that's pretty important. But yeah, I think I've covered basically everything. Just make sure that you're going to be able to give your guinea pig or guinea pig a happy home and everything, that they'll be okay where they are. Yeah, so that's basically it. I hope this helped for anyone who's looking into getting a guinea pig. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.